SAVIOUR, the multiple OS-based backup system. The backup system can be broadly divided into two main parts: the client and the server, whose class structures are illustrated below. We start with the description of the client side. The classes used are client, myInterface, write name, delete content, download, download now, and send file name. Now let me briefly introduce the uses of these classes. Starting with client. This is the main class which checks for the modified files and automatically sends the file for backup on the server after each backup interval. myInterface deals with the working of the interface. It controls its functioning. Write name is used to prepare the backup list. Delete content is used to modify the backup list. It also helps in the instant backup, the backup now option. Download gets the list of the files saved on the server. Download now is responsible for the download of the files from the server. And send file name finds the final path of the file to be uploaded or downloaded. Moving over to the server side, it comprises of two main classes, server and cleanup1. Let us have a brief description of the classes used. Server is the main server program which handles both the upload and download of files. This program can accept the requests of multiple clients. Cleanup1 serves the purpose of server cleanup. The server maintains the uploaded files only for a certain duration. After that duration, it deletes the files of the client so as to save the memory space. Now, to make the software user-friendly, we have come up with an interactive interface, which consists of the backup menu, the restore menu, and the settings menu. Starting with the configuration part. The settings menu facilitates the user to customize his connection settings, to set up the backup intervals, activation date, and to select the directory for saving the downloaded files. The first three fields deal with the connection settings, that is, the server name, the port of the server, and the client ID. The next one is used to set up the backup interval. The user can select any of the options from daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and testing, which is used for the testing of the software. This is followed by the backup time option. That is, the user can select the hour of the day when he wants the backup to take place. Then the user can select the activation date, the date from which the automated backup process starts. From the next option, the user can select the directory where he wants to download the files from the server. The next is the save or cancel the changes option. Moving over to the backup menu. This is the place from where the user can prepare his own backup list. The user can select any file from his system and add it to the backup list. Or you can even remove the files from the backup list. And we have a special feature of instant backup, from where one can have an immediate backup of all the files present in the list. Now let me show how the backup procedure works. First of all, the user prepares the backup list. Now, if any of these files is modified, then at the end of the backup interval, the client program detects it and sends only those files to the server. Or, if the user opts to have an instant backup at any point of time, all the files of the backup list are uploaded on the server. Now let me explain how the server actually stores the files on the system. The server makes a separate folder for each of its clients. Here we can see two of the folders made for two different clients, user 1 and user 2. In these folders, it saves the files uploaded by the user in different subdirectories according to the backup dates. Another special feature is of the server cleanup. The server keeps the files only for a certain period, thereafter it deletes them. Let us come to the most important part of the software, the file restoration process. The user can download the file saved on the server. Let us describe the downloading using the features of the restore pane. We have the get list option, which generates the list of all the files saved on the server. Then the add drop menu, which helps to create a list of the files to be downloaded. And at last, the download now option to get an instant download of the selected files. Getting into the downloading procedure. The classes which handle this operation are download and download now. Download gets the list of the files saved on the server. The user can select the files he wants to download. And download now gets instant download of the files selected by the user. Now let us have a look at the overall functioning of the backup system. We have the client side and the server side. The backup list, the files can be modified, or we can have a backup now of all the files. Files are saved on the server. Whenever the user requests for a file download, a list of the saved files is transferred to the client, from where the client can prepare his own download list and get an instant download from the server. And at last, we have the server cleanup. Credits: Team See Beyond Vision. Dinesh Pratap Singh, SIddhartha Kandoi, Subodh MIshra. Mentor: Kshidish Garg. Thank you.